Now, midlife meltdown, what's that all about?
That's about getting old. That's about hitting that midlife crisis, and I'm living it. Just turned 53 years old. Don't know if I can discuss my colonoscopy, but I got one. I got it.
Did you?
Yeah, I sure did. And it's not very uncomfortable, but I got the video, and I'm going to put my tube on YouTube.
Oh, my God. My tube on YouTube.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sorry we're not going to be able to show that footage here tonight.
You can't? No.
No, we cannot.
No, they can go on YouTube.
So now we got, besides the Funniest Housewives, we got the Midlife Meltdown. You know what? I heard you did a competition and won like Orange County's Funniest.
Orange County is Funniest in 2002. It was the very first year of the competition, so it actually was a good thing because there was only 2 of us. Oh. and I beat her.
At least you didn't get second.
I beat her. Oh, I beat her.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, goodness. So what else are we going to talk about?
Let's talk about your next guest.
Oh, we have coming up, actually, we spotlight a charity this tonight. Canyon Acres Children and Family Services is coming up. And
what do they do?
They help children and families.
Oh, my goodness. Children? I actually have an organization that abuses and neglects children. Okay. So maybe we can get together.
I hope they don't hear that. Maybe I will not have a next guest. Is this a setup so you can do the entire show?
Edit.
What did you do before stand-up?
Before stand-up, like I said, I was a male stripper.
Oh, yes, you did the male stripping.
I had a few businesses. They all went in the dumper. Apparently, I'm an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur,
yes.
Very cute.
Thought I had some great ideas. I did. I had a Chinese food restaurant for people that can't walk. Oh. It was called the Can't Walk.
Can't walk.
It was amazing.
So where do you hope your career leads you?
I would like to have your job, Scott. I'm hoping to get you out of there, and I want to sit behind this desk. Yeah. That is my goal.
That's your goal?
No, you know, I just want to be able to make a living doing what I love to do, and I love doing stand-up. If I could do that, just make a good living and make my house payment. Right now, if somebody steals my identity, right away I know they're 4 months behind on their house payment. Yeah.
Now, do you have your own website, too?
Yes, I do. They can go to vinceharper.com. Okay. And they can see me right there on MySpace. So that just tells you I have hit midlife crisis.
And the Funniest Housewife Orange County shows for what is it at the Improv, those different shows?
We do shows all over the place. We just did one at the Improv. We'll be at Java Joe's on July 18th.
Oh, okay.
We'll be at Java Joe's July 18th doing another fundraiser. We like to raise money for different organizations.
Hey,
that's what we do. And then we take most of the money and give them a little bit. That's the way we work that.
I want to thank you for being a guest, and you know what? I'm going to put you first on the list. If I'm kind of sick one time, that maybe you could come in and host, but I don't want you to be too good because I need the job, people. I need the job. So,
I thought you were going to have us raise money for you if you were sick. We'd try to
Yeah, you know, I might have those house payment problems soon, too. So, hey, you know what? I want to thank you for being a guest.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, would you do me, what's up, Cup? What's up, Cup? Hey, would you do me a favor? We're going to be going to commercial break, but would you mind, that's that locking, will you mind showing me a few dance moves? Because you know what? I got my big old ghetto blaster, and I need to see some magic. Yes. Would you mind showing? Hey, I got to get
Speaking of midlife crisis.
I'm feeling. Okay, go. There's so many charities that need our support. So for our segment we call What's Up on the Street, we asked, what's your charity of choice?
Well, I think my favorite charity would probably be something that dealt with abused animals or elderly people.
Is cancer.
Boys and Girls Club of Santa Ana and the Wise Women's Charity.
My favorite charity is UNICEF. It helps children all around the world, all corners of the world, no matter black, white, what religious background. They donate money to every country.
Probably Make-A-Wish Foundation.
No, I don't have one especially, but I like, you know, charity places.
Yeah, I always would like to go for breast cancer women, you know. Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, because they deal a lot with children and unprivileged children.
Juvenile diabetes.
Greenpeace. I feel that they do a good cause for saving the oceans and making us aware of endangered species.
What's Up Orange County would like to spotlight a nonprofit organization that has been celebrating children for over 30 years. Canyon Acres Children and Family Services.
For over 30 years,
Canyon Acres' strong commitment to caring and quality services has kept us among the most respected nonprofit organizations in the state. From recruiting and training foster and adoptive parents, to providing important counseling services to children and families, to our renowned therapeutic horse riding program. Canyon Acres Children and Family Services takes every donation, no matter what the size, and makes profound things happen. Our celebration of small successes shines bright in the over 300 children that we help every day through professional care and treatment services.
As the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson resonate, consider them carefully. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Please support us in this quest to create an enduring and lasting legacy that stands the test of time. For the children, who will always be our small successes.
Here from Canyon Acres Children and Family Services, we have the president, Clete Menke. How are you doing?
Doing great, Scott. Thanks.
Hey, your organization celebrated 30 years. Woo, that is good. So, can you tell me about your organization and maybe some of the programs and services that you have?
Well, thanks so much for acknowledging that, 30 years.
Yeah.
We've been in business since 1980. Canyon Acres provides a myriad of services throughout Orange County, primarily for abused, neglected, emotionally troubled children. So, I guess I'll just go through the list a little bit. We are a licensed foster family agency, so we're always recruiting foster parents to help our kids. We're also an adoption agency, so sometimes those foster children turn into adopted children for us, so we find permanent homes for them. And that's great news. Beyond that, we do a host of other services throughout the county. We do a variety of mental health services that focus on helping kids within their own families, so that the problems that they're having at school, the problems that they're having in the families, the mental health issues that they're experiencing, that those can subside. We also run a fairly large program called Wraparound, in which we work.
Wraparound? Oh.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept. What happens, Scott, is that what we know about families who are experiencing some troubles is that sometimes, even if they live in really dense kind of communities, crowded apartment buildings and all this sort of thing, oftentimes they're very isolated. They don't really have the support systems around them that we would want families to have, right? So that they don't have, they don't see the school as a support, or the police as a support, or the local school or athletic programs as a support. What we want to do with those families is we want to sit down with them, and we want to say to them, look, your family's having some struggles, and we know you love each other, we know you want to stay together, but as I mentioned, you've had some struggles, and we're going to need some help. So who in the community cares about you? Who in the world cares about your family and them staying together? And they oftentimes will say things like, oh, nobody cares about us. Well, that can't be true. Who would, who does care? And people will say things like, oh, I have a sister, but I haven't seen her for 2 years. And we'll say, well, we better get her here to the table, because you're going to need some help. And the kid
bring
will
them all together there?
Absolutely. The kid will say things like, the only person that cares about me is my baseball coach. Well, we better invite him to the table too, because we're going to need some help. And when it's done, you have a group of people literally wrapped around a family that cares about them. And that's good news for families, because really, that's what we want.
That's really a great
We want
idea.
people who are not paid to be there supporting a family.